Hello, my name is Janelle Bloomer, and I'm here to talk to you about the research I've conducted on how correlations of HEXACO show divergent and convergent validity. I will discuss Mystique's concept of divergent, convergent, and construct validity in relation to the HEXACO personality measure. I'll describe Lee and Ashton's study findings and my replication of their study with two hypotheses. I'll describe the methods and procedure of my study and present the results in correlational analysis. Lastly, I'll conclude by discussing indications of divergent validity and lack of convergent validity. Mystique emphasizes the importance of divergent and convergent validity and overall construct validity. A measure achieves divergent validity in its internal structure when there are no significant intercorrelations between factors in a measure. If there are significant intercorrelations, factors are measuring the same aspects. A measure achieves convergent validity in relation to other variables when there are high correlations with other measures of the same construct. If there are low correlations, then they are not measuring the same construct. HEXACO-60 is a shortened version of the HEXACO personality inventory, measuring 6 major personality factors, which are honesty, humility, emotionality, extroversion, agreeableness, conscientiousness, and openness to experience. Lee and Ashton's study of HEXACO-60 conducted a correlational analysis that showed convergent and divergent validity. Results showed that the highest intercorrelations were low intercorrelations between honesty, humility, and agreeableness, as well as extroversion and openness, showing divergent evidence of HEXACO. Study also compared HEXACO and the NEO 5-factor inventory, another personality measure. Results showed high correlations between HEXACO factors and its counterparts in the NEO FFI, showing convergence of HEXACO. To investigate the validity of the Lee and Ashton's HEXACO-60 data, this study replicated by presenting participants with the HEXACO-PI-R and analyzing correlations within and between measures. This study's first hypothesis is that if the HEXACO-PI-R shows divergent validity, then results will show low or no correlations between factors. I did predict a low correlation between honesty, humility, and agreeableness, as well as extroversion and openness, as shown in the previous study. The study's second hypothesis is that if the HEXACO-PI-R shows convergent validity, then results will not show low correlations with measures of similar constructs. There were 60 participants from a convenient sample of psychology students. Participants were presented with HEXACO-PI-R and Qualtrics and 4 personality questions assessing estimated GPA, estimated outdoor activity, and estimated intelligence. The procedure of the experiment was as follows. First, participants were presented with personality items and answered on a Likert scale, then answered 4 personality questions on a slider scale. Additionally, they assessed their moral identity on a Likert scale and answered valid or invalid on syllogistic belief bias ethical importance tasks. The moral identity and belief bias scores were not used in the study as they were unrelated to the hypothesis. Some questions were reverse coded. Results showed the highest intercorrelation was between conscientiousness and extroversion, with a low positive correlation of R equals 0.3. Honesty, humility, and agreeableness had a low positive intercorrelation of R equals 0.24, while extroversion and openness showed no intercorrelation of R equals 0.03. Meanwhile, conscientiousness and estimated GPA showed a moderate positive correlation of R equals 0.47. Openness and estimated outdoor activity showed a low positive correlation of R equals 0.11. Extroversion and estimated outdoor activity showed a moderate positive correlation of R equals 0.38. Results showed low or no intercorrelations between factors within HEXACO. However, results did not show all low correlations between factors and other measures of similar constructs. Hypothesis 1 was that if the HEXACO-PI-R shows divergent validity, then results will show low or no correlations between factors. The study's results confirm hypothesis 1, given there were low intercorrelations between factors. This indicates that HEXACO-PI-R possessed divergent validity because factors were found to be orthogonal. Hypothesis 2 was that if HEXACO-PI-R shows convergent validity, then results will not show low correlations between factors and measures of similar constructs. The study's results refute this hypothesis, given that openness and estimated outdoor activity had a low positive correlation. This indicates that the HEXACO-PI-R does not possess convergent validity. Thank you for listening to my presentation.